Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I am Kiki, and if you are returning, thank you so very much. And just make sure you subscribe so that you know when I am putting out new videos. So I definitely wanted to come back on because from my last video, I have received so much love, so much love, and I just want to thank you guys so very much, from the comments to the shares, to the questions, to the everything. The love is just like genuine, and thank you guys so much, because to be honest, with putting this out, I didn't know how it was gonna go, or if people were even gonna watch it. And I have over 100 views, so that's kind of exciting for it to be like my first real YouTube video. So thank you so very much. And another thing, I just hope that with all these views and questions, concerns, and everything, that I am actually helping people, because that is the reason that I am doing this. So basically, I did want to come back to you guys and just answer a few questions that I have been receiving. I didn't want to just leave you guys guessing or trying to figure out things, putting two and two together. So I definitely want to touch base again and just speak on a few things. With that being said, let's just do this. The first question, not the first question, but the main question that I was asked was, when did I tell? Did I tell when it first happened, or how did that go? So I did not. When it first happened, I was about, like I said, 10 or 11. When I finally told, I was 17. So it had been over a duration of time that I just kind of held it to myself. The way that I ended up telling was that the boyfriend that I had at the time, for some reason, I don't even know how still, he kind of figured it out, and I admitted it to him. And he basically told me, like, if you don't tell, I'm going to tell. So one day at school, they put me in counseling in school. And one day in my counseling session, he basically was like, she has something to say. And that's how I had to tell. So I ended up telling the school first. And what the counselor told me was that they were going to call DCFS, and I didn't want my mom to find out from DCFS. So I wrote my mom a letter and basically told her what needed to be said. And from there, only thing I can remember is a bat on the bed, and she dropped me off. And hours later, he called me crying, saying he was sorry, and that was it. So another question I received is, what happened to him? I don't know. I know that he is on a sex registry list. I do know that. So I know he was prosecuted. But as far as what happened, honestly, I do not know. Another question I received was, why didn't I tell? One reason I didn't tell, the main reason I didn't tell, was because he had a son. And his son was my little brother. His son came into our lives, I don't even think he was 1 yet. He was maybe 10 months or something like that. And he was my little brother. And I mean, I took him everywhere with me. I did everything with him, taught him letters, numbers, colors, everything. Like, that was my brother. And I just knew me telling, I was gonna lose him. And that's not, I just didn't want that. I didn't. So I endured all these things to try to save my brother. And even when I told, I asked them to not take him from me. But because that wasn't my mom's son, the next day he was gone, and I haven't seen him since. So that was the main reason. Another thing was that I just felt embarrassed. Like, I didn't know how to go to my mom and say something like this, to tell her that this man has been doing these things, because I didn't want to hurt my mom. My mom has always been my best friend, and it wasn't that I wasn't scared. I never ever was scared to tell my mom. I never ever thought my mom wouldn't believe me. But I didn't want to hurt her. So I wanted to protect my mom. I didn't want this to happen, And it's like, how do a mom not hurt from this? And that's all I kept saying. As far as my family, everything, it's embarrassing. Still to today, it's an embarrassing thing for me. I'm not proud of it. It's not easy to talk about. I'm not happy about it, but I'm trying, to get through this. But it was the embarrassing factor of that this is actually, happening. This is actually what was done to me. This is actually what I'm going through. And my mom loved this man. So how do you tell your mom the man that she loves is trying to be sexually involved with you, her daughter. And the reason that I didn't tell my friends, I just wanted to be looked at as normal. I didn't want anyone to look at me as different, but I made sure to protect my friends. And I know some of my friends will be watching this, and that's why I never had sleepovers. That's why I never had anybody come spend the night, because I wanted to protect everyone. And that's just why I kept it to myself, because I just wanted to protect everybody. I was already going through it. So me going through it over this time, I didn't feel like it would be any different, because I've already been going through it for, this long. So me protecting everybody just made me feel better about enduring this nastiness that I was going through. And it just, I don't know, like, it was just hard. And the reason that I didn't tell certain people is because I didn't want them to go after him. I didn't want them to harm him. I didn't want them to hurt him, because I don't want anybody to lose their freedom or their life or their anything because of me. Like, I'm fine. I've been fine. I have my days. I had my days back then. But it's like, you guys can't blame yourselves for what other people do. And that's how I live my life now because of it. You can't blame yourself because of someone else. You can't. Everybody makes their own choices, their own decisions. And you can't blame yourself because of what I went through. I get people say, if I would have knew, I would have helped. Yes, I understand that. And I know if I would have told, people would have helped me. But I just couldn't. And I just chose not to. And I just don't want anyone to blame themselves because of what I went through. This right here is helping me heal. Along with writing is helping me heal. I wanted to write a book, but I figured this will be easier. And it seems to be, because I've tried to write a book on and off for a long time. But it's hard. It's hard. And with living my normal life, also being a mama too, trying to record videos while my kids are not here, because of course they don't know. So it gets hard. And like I said before, it's hard to record these videos. So, I am going to try to do it at least once a week, because I do have a lot to say, and I am receiving so many questions and so much, love and comments and everything else. So I do want to, just keep going for you guys, but it's hard. And I just hope that this video answered your questions. And definitely, if you have any more questions, reach out to me, let me know, comment, and I will be sure to answer them. And again, thank you for watching, and you guys be safe out here. Love you.